Hey guys, so yeah, another vlog. Um, yeah, you're probably thinking right about now, why so fancy? Um, 'Cause I had red lipstick going to waste, and you can't just wear red lipstick and not like wing some eyeliner, so 'cause I felt like it. That's a good enough reason. But it kind of contradicts the fact that my topic today is going to be along the lines of confessions of a shy person. Um, Shy. Shy means something different to like everybody I've ever met. Okay, so, when I was little, I was really like a goody two shoes. Like, I wanted to follow the rules and I wanted to get people's acceptance in life. And so I really was just doing everything I could to make people happy and make people accept me. So I tried to like fly below the radar so that way I wouldn't like have any issues, get in trouble, just and so that's when I gained the term shy. I guess it was just because I didn't want to speak too much, because I didn't know if what I said would be acceptable for others to hear. Like if people would want to hear it, or if people would get mad because they what I said. Like I didn't want to step on any toes or anything. So growing up, I always was reserved, and people were like, "Oh, she's so nice, she's so shy." And those two words just became synonymous with me. It really got to be kind of interesting in middle school when I started to try and figure out who am I? And I was like, am I nice? Not really, because people aren't hearing all these things in my head that I don't speak aloud. And then I was like, well, am I shy? And I was like, well, what is shy? Shy is not just quiet. A lot of people are like, oh, this person's quiet, they are shy. Shy can mean you have an issue with communicating with people, which isn't exactly the same as quiet, because you can be quiet because you don't feel like talking, or you can be quiet because you simply don't have anything worth saying at the moment. Most of the time, that is why I'm quiet. If I'm quiet, it's because I don't have anything to say. Like, it's not a problem. I'm not gonna run my mouth just to hear myself talk, unless I have a camera in front of me recording my vlog. Yeah, so I just didn't have much to say. It's not like didn't want to communicate with people. So shy can mean different things. It could mean a fear of people even. And my mom always has told me she was shy when she was a kid, and I've always been like, no, no, you are nowhere near shy. Like she will talk to strangers like it's nothing, and I'm like, that's not shy. But she had a fear of people when she was younger. She was afraid that she just wasn't what they wanted, I guess, and I don't know. I can't understand a fear of people. Because there's like shy where you're afraid of people, and there's shy where you just don't like people. And I kind of fall into the shy because you don't particularly enjoy people. It was kind of hard growing up with people automatically labeling me as shy just because I didn't have anything to say, or I was trying my hardest not to say something that people wouldn't like. Um, I don't know. It started to turn me into something that I wasn't. I just took, oh, shy and nice to heart, and then they kind of became me, and it really wasn't healthy because later when I was trying to figure out who I was like, I have no idea. All I've ever heard my whole life is that I am shy and I am nice. Like, that's not much to go on. Like, that isn't an identity. That is, like, a few characteristics that tell you nothing about somebody. Because while, yes, you could be majorly shy, and that could be the only trait you can stumble out because that's what people tell you you are, and you are too shy to say otherwise. I mean, it's hard to be yourself when you just have the word shy thrust upon you, and you can start to use it yourself, and it's not really a good word. It is kind of harmful to the self conscious and self esteem. Like, I mean, being shy isn't bad, but society has this weird little connotation that maybe it is bad. Maybe you should be outgoing, and life is so much more like fun for these outgoing people. What about us shy people, like us introverts? That's kind of like we wish we could be the outgoing people because society makes them up to look so much better. Yeah, and yet then we just revert to our shy bubble and we're like, nope, nope, better stay shy, not going anywhere else. So, Shy can be trapping. But high school is when I decided that I wanted to ditch the term shy because it's not always fun. It's a good umbrella term that helps people describe you and you describe yourself, but really it doesn't feel good to be shy all the time. So I wanted to find other words to describe me other than shy in high school. I was like, I'm finally going to find something that means me instead of just shy. And so I started to explore and I started to actually say things that I was thinking that maybe people wouldn't like because, hey, screw it. Like, people's opinions are not as important to you as your own. Like, you still have to respect opinions of others, but your own opinions are like the biggest thing for you. Like, you don't have to put someone else's opinions above yours because yours are your own. Isn't that magical? Yeah, so I actually started saying my opinion, and sometimes things came out kind of rude or mean, and sometimes people found that funny, and I was like, hey, I never knew this, but I can be comical. Like, isn't that beautiful? I have another term to say to describe myself. And that's also, like, when people started to realize that I wasn't nice. And they were like, maybe we don't like who you are if you're not gonna be nice and quiet and shy and just our little, it was part of what created the rift in my friendship with my friends. Is just I was done with being shy and people didn't like that. Not everybody. Half the people I knew did like me as a more outgoing, say what you're thinking, be yourself person. And half the people were like, no, this isn't who we know. You should go back to who we know, which isn't me. So I was like, no, I'm gonna continue being who I am, which isn't shy, and it isn't outgoing. It's something in the middle that's really awkward and weird, but hey, that is totally okay. Like, I do not need to keep the term shy just so I have a term, because I don't even need a term for what I am. I don't even know. Like, I still could be categorized as shy a lot of times. I have days when I don't feel like talking, I don't feel like interacting with people, and yeah, people will call me shy then, and I'm like, okay, I will just accept it, but I know that I myself am not shy all the time, and I do not need the term shy for myself, because I can be whoever I want to be. I don't have to keep that label. Labels are such a problem in the modern day. Like, you guys don't realize, but labels are really hard, really, really hard to get around. And once I got around that, I was so much more free. Granted, I am not a nice person. I don't think anybody is 100% nice. We've all got good and bad in us. But I can be really brutal. I'm just honest, and people sometimes don't appreciate that because they'd rather have a white lie that makes them feel good than honesty that can hurt them. But I am so much more comfortable being who I know I am as an honest person and just being what I want to be instead of the label that people give me of shy. Being shy is not the best thing in the world, okay? It's nothing fun, it's nothing to brag about. Being yourself, now that's pretty cool. So I'm glad I made the decision to be myself instead of to keep the label of shy and cling to it, because it's pretty scary to leave it, but you gotta find other ways, and maybe the word shy is okay with you, and that is totally fine, but it was not okay with me, so that is my confession. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Took me a little while to get into this topic, but once I did, I was like, got this. Smooth sailing. It's not good to label people, so if you could make it your goal to stop labeling people, that would make me happy because that'd be something great you took away from this, because you can label people as outgoing and shy, yes, and that can be true, but labels don't always feel good, and sometimes you don't want to be what you are, and sometimes you are something different than what other people see you as, so that got kind of confusing, but just know that shy is not always okay. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, so just be careful and, don't label people. People are people and they are awesome. Alright, so if you want to follow me on Tumblr, I'm Topazzle, Topazzle. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back with anime reactions in like a week and a half. Yeah, that went pretty quick. Summer is almost over, the hiatus is almost up. Just, keep waiting, guys, and thank you so, so much for watching.